Well, oh my gosh, I'm back. Wherever you are, whoever's watching this, thank you for taking the time. As promised, my Ketaminely KinderGarden with Ken is here to promote resilience, promote radical rest, and in this particular episode, to promote what I can offer to the world, reminding each other that you can offer something to the world, even if it's just offering it to yourself. So this is titled all of the, I don't know if I got it in order, but all the bells, all the bowls, all the bowels. And it takes a lot of balls, as sexist and outdated as that topic is. I got my scary ghost mascot there. Whoops, I'm sitting sideways. And I've even got my 2022 tutu because I missed it, but February 2nd was International Tutu Day, in case you missed that. I've got several little updates and reminders. I was inspired in my most recent journey to pull two cards about the world around us. And the two cards that came up, ready for this? First one I pulled up was Past Lives. This is in an Osho tarot deck, if you're familiar with them. Past lives. What is it from our past, even if it was yesterday or whatnot, that we're still kind of pulling into the present moment? What is it that we don't want to take from the past into the future? So that was first card. Second card was Control. Oh, whoa. This is a mind, I would say mind fuck, but I'm not. This is a mind card. And I wonder what we, as one Homo sapien to another, what is it we're trying to control right now? My peace bells. So in this moment, I'm here to remind you that these singing bowls that I have gathered over the years, they have been called out more and more for me to share. Our sympathetic nervous system is fired up. And so collectively, individually, communally, we are here to remind each other that these are resources I can share with you remotely via internet. I can come to you if you're in the general area. I will try to round up different times throughout the year where I'll have small sound baths here in my healing space. It takes a lot of bowels. I have heard so many people talk about, oh my gosh, this armor that I've been putting on, whether it feels like overeating or contracting. I think it's time for us to take care of those bowels with breath, with checking in when we're eating our stress. So taking care of those bowel movements, flush out what you don't need. You know, ancient practices would be encouraging you to look at your bowel movements and gather health information from that. Things sneak up on us that medical systems may or may not get us on, but if something ain't right, notice it. And don't freak out about it. There's so much wisdom in our bowels. And the bowels of our system, there's a lot of backflow right now. And just because something that used to be human and looks a lot like an orangutan and maybe trying to control the world doesn't mean it has to adversely impact your ability to think for yourself, to rest when you can, to find community where it is, to build it where it's not. So all of this means, did I miss it? Bells, bowels, bowls, balls. You know, I have two of them. I share them every week in naked yoga. It is something that we male-bodied people do, and it seems to be something that all over the world, mostly queer men, but all kinds of men gather, strip off their clothes, say, I am here. It is one of the most vulnerable spaces to be in. That's probably why it's not so common or popular amongst other populations. But as a male-bodied person, a lot of privilege that I can shed a little bit of it for a while and then put my armor back on. So letting my balls dangle for others with others is just something that we can do for each other. I don't mean to offend ever in this podcast. I just wish to name what I can bring forward, and that I have these testicles just means that as a white male with a lot of privilege, it's something that I can sometimes expose. If we were primates, like fellow bonobos, this wouldn't be such a big deal. But we want to run the other way when we talk about our primal urges. And unfortunately, there's a lot of primal urges in some people out there that it's just radically impacting how others can live safely and soundly. Creating a brave space with these bells, with the bowls, taking care of our bowels, and courage, using our guts, using our testes, whatever they are that you have, whatever body parts need to be nurtured or rise up and stand up for those that cannot. That's what this is all about. Some of us were built for this. Some of us are building, and some of us are dismantling, and some of us are just resting. I'm going to ask you if you're still with me. I've got just under 3 minutes. I promise these are always 10 minutes or less. If you can, just see what is there to sit back or lay back for just a little bit. I'm going to bring a couple more of my bowls, more of my balls, some of my bells. I'm just going to see if you can join me in this meditation. Don't let the scary things, there it is, from behind get to you. Sit comfortably. If it's enough space, I want you to eventually be able to close your eyes. And as I ring the bells, the bowls, see what it takes to breathe into this moment. And in this moment, can you check into what your inner resources are? Is there some place where restoration or recharging is needed? Is there some resource that you have an excess of that you want to share with the world? Notice what's there for you. Is there some way that caring or sharing serves you and those select loved ones around you? Is there a way of standing up for someone that maybe needs to take care of their limited resources? We're all part of our past. It doesn't have to haunt us in the future. We all have a sense of wanting to control some things we can and cannot. We are all part of this human family. From my human heart to yours, I'm going to hold you with this. I am one, but I am one. I can't do everything, and I can do some things. So I shall not let what I cannot do get in the way with what I can do. I went a little over on time. These are my bells. These are my bowls. These are my balls. Take good care of the bowels. Thank you. I will see you intermittently. I'm getting closer and closer to sharing an upcoming wave of um, publications and updates. If you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, it's at kenbrenneman.com. My Zoom links for my Friday class, noon, coming up on Monday, 8:30 a.m., both Pacific time. Those are my two offerings. My sliding scale is $0 and up. So if it is a time and a space that you can join, I am here for you. If you want some individual or communal support, I am here for you. From my bowls, from my bells, to my bowels, to my balls, I love you so much in all the way that we deserve to love each other. I hope that I've brought more comfort than discomfort to those that understand what I'm saying. And those that don't, you're welcome to ping me with a question. Thank you all. Oh, I went over. Goodbye. Love you all. See you soon.